Hi everyone, this is Jordan and this is the last video for our interpersonal communications class. And since I only have 5 to 7 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and shoot through. I looked at the rubric, and so basically I wish this could be like super fun and exciting, but I'm going to kind of go just through an outline just so that I can hit everything that the professor wanted us to talk about. I have a little list here, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm talking about. And I have 5 of the learned concepts, 6 of the applied concepts, and then 5 of the personal assessment findings. So let me just go ahead and get started. So I'll start off with what I learned. And as you can see, I'm at home, I'm on the couch. There's my suitcase. I'm getting ready to pack up and head back to my hometown for the winter break. And so I decided I wanted to be nice and comfy when I talked about it, just because I feel like communication should be something that we're really comfortable with. So here we go. Learned concept that culture influences communication. That's so important to just consider when you're talking to somebody, knowing that where they come from, their family, their religion, their background, their ethnicity, that all ties into how they're going to talk to you. Meta communication is so important. That's the next thing that I learned. Just talk about talking. That's the best form of communication you can have. That's how you improve and how you learn. Common perception tendencies. I'm going to look at that really quick because I have that marked off in my notes. This is also super casual. Yeah, here we go. So just the fact that I really recognize some of the things, what I learned. So like making snap judgments, being influenced by our expectations, assuming that others are like us. That's just kind of the way that perception works a lot of the time. The fourth thing is the language of responsibility and how to communicate in conflict, and just the importance of I messages. Not accusing, but saying this is how I feel. And I had already kind of applied that just from other classes, but that was a good thing to learn and to just be reminded of. And just expressing emotions, how important that is, and how to do that, to talk about the different feelings, use more than one. Really elaborate on that, but to not say it in an attacking way. So those are 5 things that I learned. So then applied concepts. The first one is nonverbal communication, to be aware. I pick up on nonverbals a lot, but I also am not always aware of the ones that I'm giving off. And my face tends to reflect how I think, so I really want to work on that and keeping a calm face, so I don't turn off the people that I'm trying to listen to. Listening and knowing how and when to do it best and what type to use. So it's not always the best time to be questioning while you're listening. It's not always the best time just simply be silent and mindful. It's not always the best to try to fix and give advice. So just knowing, reading the situation well. Speaking and confirming messages and making other people feel valued. That's the third thing that I want to apply. I know that when I feel valued, I feel much more at peace to open up and to share myself. And so people are so important, and so I just want people to feel valued. Invitational communication. I want to be able to share my point of view in a free space, and I want other people to feel that freedom, that they can share what they think and feel without fear of being attacked or condemned. And so that's the 4th thing that I'm really going to work on. Number 5, being mindful of what you say. I kind of don't have a filter, which is good sometimes, but also can be really hurtful even when I don't intend for it to be. And so just truly thinking before I speak, and being mindful of what I say, because you can't take those words back. And then the 6th one is just to be quick and eager to learn what people are saying and considering their culture. Like I said earlier in the learned concepts, culture influences communication. So what I want to do is, instead of automatically assuming they're communicating wrong, I don't like how they do that, I don't like how they say that, they shouldn't do it that way, just really taking the step to think, why are they talking this way? Why are they questioning like that? Why is their posture like that? And then learning from it and using it as an expanding experience of my mind and the way that I think, instead of automatically saying that I'm always right, because I'm not. And then my personal assessment findings. And so these have to do with, and I'll share some pictures. Now, I'm not super techie, so I'm not going to like enter in pictures, but this is my best friend, Gabby. She's obviously the prettier brunette one. And this is my boyfriend, David. And so a lot of this communication happens with these two, how I communicate conflict and learn, and the way that I'm going to apply these are the people I communicate with the most other than my family. And I'm a horrible person because all my family pictures are on my phone and not on like physical copies that I could pull up. But I have 2 minutes left, so I'm going to hurry. Personal assessment findings, social media, that I'm not too connected on social media as a way of communication. That's more of just how I like to see what other people are doing. My empathy score was a 56, which wasn't shocking. I'm very high in empathy, which my best friend, we just found out that someone she loves very dearly has been potentially is going to be diagnosed with cancer later this week. And that's really hard, and my heart is broken, and I'm really struggling through that because I love her. She's my best friend, and what hurts her hurts me. And so my empathy is really raging. I can't ever understand what she's going through, but I know that it's painful, and I'm experiencing that pain right along with her because I love her. I was low in analytical listening. I'm too quick to form opinions, and so I really want to work on that, and just being slow to hear, or quick to hear and slow to speak. That also comes from my faith, but just really listening before I form judgments. And when it comes to forgiveness, that's the fourth one. I always discuss and make sure that the person knows that I'm seeking forgiveness, or I state explicitly that they are forgiven. That's really important to me because forgiveness is how you move on from things. And then the last one is I'm higher in competition problem solving, which I want to work on because, especially with my boyfriend, I always want to make sure that I'm right. And that's not how you form stronger relationships or how you build bonds and just communicate better. So I want to work a lot more on compromising and sharing my thoughts, but working for a compromise together. So that's what I learned. I love this class, and I hope all of you have a great semester. Bye. And I stayed under 7 minutes. Woo!